Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on the gold sector, and I'm going to use GLD to track it. So, as I always say, the numbers over here aren't important because these aren't the actual prices per ounce of gold, but we're just concerned with the actual price movement and so forth of gold. And the other thing to note, this number will be changing. It is 3:45 p.m. Eastern Time, so we have 15 minutes left in the day. So the market's still open, but right now we're actually on lows. For gold, the Dow's down 107, almost on lows. Oil's down 3.5% or 3.3%. So just a kind of red day all across the market. But the sad part is kind of, in order for the gold to come back down like that, like it's doing right now, this means that the overall markets are pulling back. Whereas it would be better if the markets were going up because gold was going down. But I want to get this one updated. It's been a little bit since I've last done this one, and I want to kind of go over something that's sticking out in my mind and what I think will probably be happening if previous history is any sort of indicator. But the line to look at is this maroon one right here. This is the 20-day simple moving average, and if you look basically since the beginning of September, late August, whatever you want to see, the price separated from it very nicely. You can see it went on this nice move, and then what it did is it just went sideways. It let the 20-day catch up to it, and then as can be seen here, hovered around it, and then boom, separated once again. Got some sideways action. The 20-day caught up to it once again, hovered right around it, and now once more we have separated from it significantly, and we're starting to get some sideways action. So what I'm thinking is, this is from a short-term perspective, mind you, is that we're probably going to see some sideways action here, maybe even more of a pullback. But the thing to watch is the 20-day. The past two times when the 20-day has caught up, it has done a good job of propelling the price back upwards. Yes, you've had some closes below it, so that might be around the corner, getting some closes above this. But like I said, previous history is showing that each time the price has gotten around this moving average, it has shot it back up. So I'm looking for gold to do some sideways action here, maybe even pull back more a bit. But excuse me. But the true test will be if and when the price comes down to test this 20-day simple moving average. The other kind of key test that we have out there right now is this previous high area where it was the top of the channel the last time it separated. Here we had this channel right here is where, move this up a little bit, but separated from the 20, we had this little top form here in the short term. When it was broken, it acted as support, and you can see the price dropped right down here and basically bounced right off this. So if this uptrend is going to keep intact, this will be the line right here that we need to watch, as it is a very key support level short term. If I was talking long term, we're just in a massive uptrend. So like I said, this video chart is definitely more from a short-term perspective. So this price level right here is going to be the key in the next week and the week after. If the price does pull back here, will it hold? We also have the 20-day finally crossing above it here. But really the point being for gold right now, which is why I think it'll be headed higher in the overall scope, is the path of least resistance right now is up. If it tries to go down, it's got support levels all over the place. We have this and these two support levels in the short term. We have these static support levels. We have the 50-day here. I mean, there's just all sorts of support levels right now, and gold's at all-time highs. So gold's literally in a blue sky breakout. Since the beginning of time, I guess you could say. There's no other previous highs. So, like I said, the path of least resistance is undoubtedly upwards and not downwards due to all these supports that have been forming. But I've gotten some questions about it, and like I said, what I think is going to happen is we'll get some sideways action. We'll let the 20-day catch up to us again, and then it's kind of a wait and see at that situation. in terms of whether or not this is going to hold strong again, or else if we're going to see it pull back and then separate from it further than what it had right here. But like I said, a bunch of support levels below it, so it's going to take quite a bit for gold to really fall apart. We might have a somewhat deep pullback here in the short term, but longer term and medium term, that would require the bears to gain quite a bit of steam in order to push the price down, especially with the way the dollar just continues to struggle. But if you do have any other questions on the gold chart or gold sector, please shoot me a message, and I will do my best to help you out. I'd also encourage you to check out bullmarketnewsletter.net. If you go there and sign up for the newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting very good reviews. And with your subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big board. So there's a good variety for everybody. No strings attached. It's all free. So it's definitely worth checking out. One more time, this was the gold sector technical chart. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for listening.